Okay, so inside everything you see in here, with the exception of the battery pack, was about $200. Well, guys, I am camping here at Promised Land State Park in the Poconos in Pennsylvania for an extended weekend. Not much going on here, but if you look across here, my neighbor, nice rig, but also expensive. I would say $100,000 plus. No judgment. I hope they enjoy it. I personally like to keep it simple, keep it inexpensive. Now, you might say this is hypocritical because I have a F-350 Super Duty myself, but that's actually my work truck. So I already had this vehicle and I have to maintain it no matter what. I just spent an extra couple dollars to make it camping ready. So let me show you my simple setup. So here in the cab, I usually keep my folding solar panels. It's 100 watts. It came with the battery pack. This is my porta potty. I personally never used it. I got it for my wife. It comes in handy when you're boondocking or if the bathhouse is too far away while camping in a state park. Now, this is a 12-volt compressor fridge by Beaver, and it's an absolute game changer for longer trips. For weekends, you might get away with a regular cooler and some ice, but if you're on the road for a week or longer, this is absolutely fantastic. You can use it as a freezer or a fridge, and you don't have to worry about your food getting all soggy and wet from the melting ice. For $200, absolutely worth it. Now, this is my 12 by 12 Clam Pavilion canopy tent. It's by Beaver as well. I see the same tent a lot with a different brand name on it, but I'm pretty sure it's all made by the same manufacturer. And we only paid $200 for it, including the sidewalls. And if you buy it with a brand name on it, it usually costs like $450, $500. We've been using it for the last 3 seasons now, and it still holds up quite nicely. I also brought this 12 by 12 pop-up pavilion because it was raining this weekend. I actually own quite a bunch of them because I use them for my business. And I think this one is the best design so far because it has a couple of features that I haven't seen on my older ones. The feature I like the most is that they use straps to attach the fabric. My older ones use Velcro, and the fabric usually flies off when the wind picks up. The fabric is also designed in a way that it lets escape air if the wind comes in from under, so it's less likely to fly off. It also has wheels on 2 poles, so it's easier to move. Also, that mechanism on the poles lets you adjust the height any way you want. So really got lucky with this truck bed topper. These are usually very expensive, around $2,500. Not only did I get this very cheaply on Facebook Marketplace for $200, I also found one with matching color. I mean, what's the odds of that? I'm super stoked about this. It's fiberglass, really light. It has these large sliding windows with the mosquito netting. And in the back, it has a big hatch that you can open to load bulky items, or you could just use the door to get in and out. Okay, so inside everything you see in here, with the exception of the battery pack, was about $200. And that's, in my opinion, all you need to be comfortable enough to spend maybe an extended weekend camping or road tripping for a week. That's really all you need. Well, let's go through all the things that I have here, and but also tell you how much they cost. Most of you probably know these here. You can get them at Walmart. They're like $25, and it's a ton of storage. I got 2 of those, and I think they look nice. This one is my kitchen setup. So if you look down here, you got all your bowls and plates and cutlery and cups. I got more, but this is already day 3 of camping, and I haven't done the dishes yet. And then in here I got my dry food, my spices, my cooking oil, and then up here I just have my cables and stuff like that in here. Computer, like charging cables, lights, stuff like that. This is my $20 space heater that keeps this truck camper nice and cozy. Yesterday was super windy, super cold, and my friend was actually sleeping in a tent over there. He bailed on me. It was too cold for him. I don't blame him. Then here I got what do you call it, a storage tote or whatever. Sorry, I know it's called in German, but not in English. Bin, storage bin. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why I put my camping gear in here. That's a little more bulky. Let me put this aside here. This is just one of these nice little camping chairs that you can put together. This is actually a nice little shower that I like. I had the cheaper ones for like $20. They break all the time and they're not that great. This one has like a nice shower head, and it has 2 LCD displays. Tells you how much battery you have left and how warm the water is actually. And then all that other kind of stuff here for the firewood. I even have an axe somewhere. Nothing fancy, but everything that doesn't really fit in these here easily, I just put in the tote storage bin. And that's the important thing for me is I'd like to have everything stored, packed up already. So if I want to go camping, I just throw this box in here and I'm good to go. Now this here is a little camping chair, Walmart. Costs like $7 or $8. I mean, and it's just low enough so I can sit up without touching the ceiling. So that's great. Down here, just have a little runner, I guess, or doormat type thing. I bought that at Aldi. That was like $15. It's a little dirty already. But yeah, so just I don't have to be right on the truck bed with my feet. Yeah, works for me. Now over here we have that little folding table, and that basically acts as my nightstand. That was like $25. It's great. It folds down in half here, so it's really compact. I actually, when I'm done, I can fold this up and then put it in that storage box to put it away. Now the things that I have over here are things that I had at home already anyway. So this is like a light from my desk in my home office, a little fan that runs off USB. Guess a must-have in the summer. These little camping string lights are pretty cool. That cost like $12. They have the battery built in already, and they last quite long. And I use them for some ambient lighting in here. Anyways, here there's nothing to see really. This is my clothes, so I have my socks and my underwear on the bottom, my shirts and pants in here, and up here is my, hygiene toothpaste, mouthwash, medication, stuff like that I have in here. Now this is something that you don't really need. That's my All Powers battery pack. It's a cheaper one. I bought this about 2 years ago when they were a little bit more expensive than they are today. But even back then, it was like $350, and it came with a solar panel, 100-watt solar panel. And it has about 650 watt hours, if I'm not mistaken. So for $350, I thought, let's get it. I can use it for work too. So that's good. And it has enough capacity to run my 12-volt fridge for at least a day, usually a day and a half. And the solar panel on a sunny day provides enough power to recharge the battery fully. So if I'm camping in the summer and the weather is good, I have no problems with having enough power to run my fridge. So that's great. So this is my my sleep setup, and I built for myself. You see it on YouTube all the time, these IKEA slats and a bunch of 2x4s, and you can build a bed that you can like slide in and slide out, because my wife goes camping with me quite a lot. So when she comes, we used to have it all across, and so like a queen size bed, and we can sleep in here. But it's not that comfortable and a little cumbersome to move around. So this cot I bought at Walmart as well. It's a Coleman cot. what I like about this is that it has the springs here, spring loaded, and a pretty durable fabric down here. So it's, I'm 240 pounds, so it should be okay. I haven't had any problems yet. And then just a little mattress topper or pad here, and I gotta tell you, that's all I need. I sleep very comfortably on this. Could be a little wider, so it's a little narrow, but nope. I mean, it works for me. And a blanket. This is actually acts as my bed sheet. I have another blanket for on top and 2 pillows, and I'm good to go. As far as this truck bed topper goes, it has the felt inside. I think the company did this in the factory. I guess you can buy it as an option, and I think it's quite nice because it looks much nicer than to have just a untreated carbon fiber. You look at this all night, and I guess it helps a little bit with insulation, and it also helps with sound deadening. And then the guy who owned this before me, he put in these curtains. Yeah, they look a little wobbly, but you know what, they do the job, so that's good enough for me. And as I mentioned before, what's really important in the summer, it has these sliding windows and has the mosquito netting here. Because in the summer it's just too hot in here. You cannot sleep in here during the day or rest in here during the day. It's just too hot. But if you keep them open, by the time the sun goes down, it's usually cool enough to sleep in here. And in the summer we try to travel further up north, like upstate New York or Maine. Maybe be by a large body of water. And that helps with the temperatures too. So we are very comfortable. Yeah, as I get older, getting in and out of this door is a little cumbersome. Sorry about that. You could open up the entire hatch. I'm always worried that, I get like mosquitoes or gnats in here, But other than that, all together, like I said, all the tables and bed and all that stuff, $200 tops together, and the topper was a $200 as well. So $400 invested to upgrade my truck to a camper. Well worth it for me. Love it, and use it quite a lot. All right, guys, so that's it for today. I hope that inspired you to get out the door a little bit more. Doesn't take $100,000 to buy a super expensive camping setup, or Mercedes Sprinter van or whatever. Work with what you have. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I see you soon.